In the world of professional photography, some rumors come and go like a quiet breeze. Others hit the industry like a shockwave. The Nikon Z9 II? It belongs to the second category. This isn't just a routine sensor bump or a minor firmware tweak. This is a story about the kind of technology that forces a professional to stop, look at their current kit, and rethink everything. Because if even half of these leaks are true, we aren't just looking at an upgrade, we're looking at a revolution. The original Z9 saved Nikon's mirrorless future. It proved that Nikon could still build a flagship that was fast, reliable, and indestructible. But today the game has changed. The question is no longer, can Nikon compete? The question is, what does Nikon do to stay on top? Today we're breaking down the extreme decisions Nikon is making with the Z9 II, from the global shutter gamble to the next generation of AI-driven autofocus. Some rumors come and go quietly. Others explode the moment they appear. The Nikon Z9 II belongs to the second category. This isn't just a routine update. It's a rumor that's forcing professionals to stop and think. Because if even half of what we're hearing is true, the impact on the industry will be massive. The original Z9 changed everything for Nikon. It proved they could build a true mirrorless flagship. Fast, reliable, and built for those who depend on their gear every single day. But the conversation has shifted. It's no longer about whether Nikon can compete. It's about what they do next. Maintaining a lead is much harder than gaining it. The heart of the Z9 II is where the biggest rumors begin. We aren't looking at a recycled design. Sources point toward an all-new stacked CMOS sensor with a rumored resolution of around 50 megapixels. But this isn't about chasing megapixels. It's about speed. A new sensor means faster readout, better rolling shutter control, and more data for the autofocus engine. Then there is the global shutter rumor. Sony already made the first move, and now the pressure is on Nikon. If Nikon goes global, the electronic shutter becomes perfect. Flash sync limits disappear. High-speed motion becomes clean and precise. But it's a risk. Global shutters can struggle with low light noise and dynamic range. Nikon users expect clean shadows and rich quality. If Nikon chooses this path, they are betting that their processing power can overcome these physical limits. Good is no longer enough. While the current Z9 is excellent, Sony and Canon are pushing predictive tracking to new heights. The Z9 II is rumored to feature a hardware-level autofocus upgrade. We're talking about deeper machine learning that understands not just eyes but body movement, direction, and intent. This means fewer missed shots in complex, low-contrast scenes. The Z9 shocked the world with 8K RAW, but time moves fast. The industry now expects 8K at 120 frames per second and improved oversampled 4K. This creates massive heat. Nikon is reportedly redesigning the internal cooling system with more efficient layouts and new materials. In the flagship market, overheating isn't just an inconvenience, it's a deal breaker. Expect a brighter, higher resolution EVF with lower latency. For sports and wildlife shooters, EVF lag is the difference between capturing a moment and missing it entirely. The body will likely remain a tank, but with refined ergonomics and perhaps a slight reduction in weight. Where does the Z9 II fit? The Z8 already delivers flagship performance in a smaller body. The Z9 II cannot just be a Z8 with a grip. It must offer something extreme and unreachable at lower levels to justify its existence. This camera is a statement. Does Nikon prioritize ultimate speed over low light? Do they aim directly at Sony's strengths? These decisions will define the next decade of the brand. Nikon has the momentum. Now they just have to stick the landing. The Nikon Z9 II sits at a definitive crossroads. It's being born into a world where good is no longer enough. With the Z8 already satisfying the needs of most professionals, The Z9 II has to be more than just a camera. It has to be a statement of intent. Does Nikon go all in on the global shutter? Do they sacrifice a bit of low-light performance for the ultimate speed? These aren't just technical choices. They are the decisions that will define Nikon's brand identity for the next decade. In a market where Sony is aggressive and Canon is confident, Nikon no longer has the luxury of playing it safe. They have the momentum, they have the glass, and now they might just have the most advanced piece of technology we've ever seen in a flagship body. But I want to hear from you. Is global shutter a must-have for your workflow? Or are you worried about the impact on dynamic range? And more importantly, what does the Z9 II need to do to make you upgrade from your Z8 or original Z9? The story of the Z9 II is just beginning. Make sure you're subscribed to stay updated as more news breaks. I'll see you in the next one.